Yeah, so I want to talk about this. This commenter is talking about how a surprising percentage of our most powerful politicians are of the silent generation. And yeah, I want to talk about that. So this is actually finally starting to change, but up until very, very recently, say in the last decade or so, a way disproportionate number of people in Congress, in the Senate, in the presidential office, in the Supreme Court have been members of the silent generation. Talk about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You talk about President Biden is a member of the silent generation. I'm from California. You talk about Senator Feinstein. She's a member of the silent generation. And it's finally happening that the members of the silent generation are being finally forced to give up their seats of power because they are so old that they're actually starting to have physical reasons that they have to step down. But they hung on a long time. So I feel like when we talk about the issue of the people in power on a national level, on a state level, not reflecting what most of the country looks like, what most of the country wants, that they're too old, that they're too out of touch, a lot of times in the social discourse that's framed as a boomer problem, but it's also a silent generation problem. And there's a problem in both cases. With boomers, the vibe tends to be like, everything was great for me growing up, so it ought to be great for you. What's the problem with children roaming freely over fields of broken glass and rusty nails? Why can't we have everyone buy a house? Why is it so hard for you? I don't understand. I could just roll out of bed and get a job and it wasn't so hard and everything was great for me, so why isn't it great for you? Whereas the vibe from the silent generation is more like, everything was terrible for me, I got on with it, you should just get on with it too. So in either case, it's really problematic, right? It's this idea that either things were bad for me and so you should suffer, or things were good for me and so you should be fine with whatever those things were and not question them. Either way, it is gaslighting on a national scale to say that the people who are saying there's something wrong with this system are somehow wrong.